Hello guys and welcome to another J.H.A gaming video. My name is Jay and we're going to get straight into it with another episode. Here we go! Hello YouTube, hello viewers, hello friends, and hello everybody else. My name's Jay, this is J.H.A Gaming, and I'm going to start off my new channel. Even though I've got 12 subscribers, we'll ignore that little fact. My videos in the past were diabolical. I'm promising now to at least release one video a month, and it is going to be high quality, and it's going to be packed full of all sorts of different things we can do together. This is predominantly now going to be a Minecraft channel. I am going to teach people how to make basic farms and get themselves established very quickly. I'm also going to be doing things like, for instance, how quickly can you find your first diamonds? What do you need to survive your first night in a mine? I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I really do enjoy making them, and I really hope that you guys stick with me throughout the future and we can start making some good content together. Eventually, I am hoping when the new season of the online server that I am currently playing on starts, I am going to hopefully start making multiplayer-ish type videos. But for now, we're just going to stick with the basic stuff. So, sit back, kick back, relax, and remember, don't maim, don't shame, just game. Here we go. Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to build this. This is the type of thing that I am on about, that you can build in Minecraft. You can build loads of stuff in Minecraft. You can see, if I angle my camera properly, you've got loads of different bits and pieces that you can see in the background that I've built, or tested I should say. There are hundreds and hundreds of tutorials on how to build things like this. However, I've noticed with a lot of tutorials, they tell you how to build it, which is absolutely perfectly fine, and they'll tell you the basics about why you're putting things here and why you're putting stuff there. But what it doesn't tell you is how it actually works. So today, I'm going to use this first episode of my new channel layout to not only show you how to build this exact module, and yes, that's correct, you heard me, it's a module. You can make more than one of these and just link them up exceptionally easily. In fact, there's modules within modules, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm going to crack straight on, and I'm going to start breaking down each and every single component of this and show you exactly what is going on, how it works, why you're doing what you're doing, and eventually you'll be able to build this in your sleep. And I hope and pray that I do a good job, because I am not a redstone master, I'm not a redstone genius, you know, I'm no mumbo jumbo, I'm no Avalmance, but I know enough to get me by. Enjoy the video. This is the first video of a hopefully good series that I've got planned out and lined up. So yeah, let's get straight on with it, shall we? Welcome to the breakdown. So I'm going to quickly break all of this down and show you how Goliath is built, and then I'm going to show you how his little brother, right here, Joe, is built. Don't ask me what Joe means, I haven't got a clue, I just picked it out the air. So I'm going to show you how to build Goliath, but I'm not going to build it quite as big because we are running low on time. So I'm probably going to build it half the width. Anyway, this is the original design I'm working from. Actually, the original design I'm working from is way over in the distance somewhere. It's an Avalmance design. Thank you, Avalmance. You are a true legend and a connoisseur of Minecraft. This is a much smaller version of the one that he shows you how to build, but again, the concept is exactly the same. It is all the same stuff. As you can see back here, you have redstone comparator, which is powering dust, which is going on a 3 long area. However, you can see that the only dust that is at the moment creating a particle or glowing are the 2 at the top, on top of the blue wool here, as you can see, 1, 2. This lower one, the one that I'm currently pointing at, is not powered. This is because it takes more than 45 items in a hopper to power that 3rd row. And as you can see, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. If I had another cobblestone on me and threw it in there, it would power this, and it would let the cobblestone through into this chest down here. As you can see, there's stuff already in there. This is your input chest, and this is your unsorted items chest. They all work exactly the same way. So the way this full system works is you put your items in your input chest, and as you can see, the item hoppers are linked together, going into each other, and then going down into the unsorted items chest. This is known as your bridge. Then you've got your pods, which are the filters, or you can call them filters. I call them pods. Basically, you can call them whatever you want to call them. So, this is how it works. It goes into the chest, it then goes across the bridge, and it looks for its exit, so to speak. It looks for its brother in item. So if there was cobblestone in the bridge, it would see the cobblestone and go, ooh, there's my house, and jump in. Vice versa, same with all the others, same with that lot all over there. I'm going to set the time, 2 seconds. Time, space, set, space, noon, enter. There we go. Bit of light on the situation. Ba-dum-ts. So, this is just exactly the same design as that, only I've taken the quartz off the front and stripped it down to bare bones. Again, input, bridge, filter, unsorted. Lock and key system. This is all exactly the same, I've just lowered it down by 1. The next one is the one that we need to pay more attention at, because this is as close to the bone as I can get it without destroying the system. This is essentially all you need to build to have the functioning sorter, apart from the fact that you need obviously an input system. And it's pointless building one sorter item because nothing else would have anywhere else to go anyway, so it makes no point. But this is purely to show you that this is all you're building, you're just building lots of it. Okay, so again, you've got your locked chest, your locked hopper, which goes and powers a comparator. The comparator can't quite get enough power, so it goes and stays there. It then powers your repeater once you've put an extra item in, which then turns the torch off, or, for those redstone-y people, inverts the signal, which unlocks the hopper, puts the items in the chest. Your goose is golden. Then I broke it down again and took the top off to show you that this is the inversion system. If I was to put a torch under there and power this block, this torch would turn off. Because all of that is doing is turning this block on, powering it, so as it'll power this and invert this. That's all it's doing. Okay? Then we have this little system here, which I built just to demonstrate that if you've got 45 items in this chest, see, in this hopper, 41 plus 4 filter items, you put a 46th one in there, it's going to power that redstone lamp, because the redstone dust has got an extra signal boost that it needed to go that extra length. Take it back out, lamp turns off. There we go. This is just showing you how to lay your chests. So you always start with a trap chest, but then again, you don't really have to. You can start with any chest as long as you alternate them. I always start with a trap chest, but you don't have to. Alternate them. This is because if you place 2 chests next to each other of the same type, so 2 normal chests or 2 trap chests, they will link, and they can glitch link, which means that even though you've laid them like this, shift clicking them, if you relog, they can actually link, and that'll mess up your entire sorting system. So this area over here, I haven't even put filter items in here. As you can see, it's completely empty. This is just to show off your hopper elevator, or your item elevator rather, because this is well, I don't think it's an original design, because I'm pretty sure someone else has come up with this design, but this is one that I just sort of played around with and found that it's the most efficient way of doing it without having tons of redstone dotted about locking things up and everywhere. So you've got two people down here, okay? You're observers. They're looking into each other's eyes. They're thinking that spark is there. And all of a sudden, they decide they like each other, and they start smooching. These guys start clapping because it's about time. And the friction from their claps cause them to power these droppers. These droppers then shoot items into the air. There's a celebratory J.H.A. from this chest. Sends them along the bridge, down the filter system, and then eventually into unsorted items, which I haven't even put on there because, like I said, this is just to showcase this. So I'm going to slow this video down a bit and show you. You've got a sticky piston, you've got 2 observers, 3, 4, 5 observers. These guys have all got redstone dust attached to the backs of them, as you can see, and this one just sort of goes dunk across the top. I don't honestly think that the bit of redstone there is essential, but meh. Overkill isn't always bad. Let's put it that way. This is as bare bones as I could get it, to be honest with you, and it works. So I'm not going to try and fix something that ain't broke. This is how you do this system. And now we get down to Joe. Joe is a perfect starter base sorting system. I know you've only got 2 modules, but remember, you can make this bigger. But hear me out. You've had a hard day's labour in the mines. You've come home, you don't want to go through different chests and put different things here, there and everywhere. You just want to chuck it all in one chest and go to bed. So that is exactly what you do. And whilst you're doing that, you decide, do you know what? Yeah, that is about it. I've put all my items away. I'm going to go to bed. Meet Joe. He does it all. He's got a little crafting area here, which you can smelt some stone, or you can smelt that iron ore. And then with that iron ore, you can make yourself some tools, or you can, I don't know, repair something. This is Joe, the compact system for your very first starter base. Then, of course, we meet his tank of a brother. This is Goliath. Goliath likes soft hand-holding walks in the park and barefoot walks across the beach. He is the tank of all tanks, and he is the sorting system of all sorting systems. This is an inspired build by Mumbo the Jumbo. I decided that I liked the look of his design. I was just going to adapt it slightly. So I've basically just put a face on it, and I'm not going to give you the breakdown of this because it's exactly the same as all of these, purely because we're about to build him. So I'm going to go and grab all the items, and I will see you in the build. Okay guys, so I have set out and built the bottom area. Now, I know you're probably going to think, well, hang on a minute, Jay, we've missed a load of stuff. You haven't. Okay, the hardest bit is yet to come, and I've still got to repeat this for the top half anyway. So I'm going to crack straight on with it. This is just to save time. In this chest is everything you're going to need to build this system. That is both top and bottom. Not just the top, not just the bottom. So I'm not going to go through each item. Just pause the video if you're building this and have a look at what I've done and where I've put it all. Now I'm going to go straight on, and I'm going to build the top half of the module. Now, the bottom half of the module is a lot easier to build. Okay, the bottom half of this module is simple. You can start with the redstone. That's all what I always do. You just build your T. You put your repeaters against your T, and your redstone torches coming out of your T facing this lot. And as you can see, I've even put the filter items through. This is all functioning. It's running. Okay, the only thing we haven't put is an input chest yet, which we're going to be working on. Now, the reason I've put your sorting item chests here, or your unsorted items chest, is because this is the beginning of the next step. You see, now what we've got to do is we've got to get our filter bridge over the top of these hoppers before we can build the next part. Otherwise, it gets tricky. So what we do is we shift click into the back of that chest and into the back of that chest. Those hoppers you've got to make sure they are in these chests here. Okay, these are just normal chests. They both open, and these are for your unfiltered items. Now, coming out of the back of this chest, you go one more coming out the back. Okay, remember with hoppers, it's always easier just to shift click. Okay, and now you need to come up one more, and then you gotta go just come across this bridge like so. Okay, making sure you're coming across the top of these hoppers, and making sure that your hoppers are facing into each other and then down that line into there. Okay, and then come past just one or two more. Doesn't have to be loads, but I always come out another two because that marks now. This is this bottom section done, and this is your sorting area all sorted. Technically, if you wanted to, you could actually get this system just running now by plonking a chest on top of here, or even just building a item elevator coming up the side. We're not going to do that. You see, we want to build this side over here. So now that we've done this, what we want to go ahead and do is get ourselves some temporary blocks and go plonk, 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 whoops, plonk, plonk, because this is where your chests are going to start. Now you drop back down onto your hoppers and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now these are going to be the hoppers that feed your upper layer of chests. Okay? Now Goliath, I put steps across the front of here and put these items frames on the fronts of the steps. I'm not going to do that with this, so these chests at the top are going to stick out one block over here. Doesn't matter, this isn't for looks, this is just to show you how this works, okay? So what you want to do is you want to make sure you start off your line again, so you go chest, trap chest, chest, trap chest, so on and so forth. You know the score by now, surely, okay? And then you just carry it on like so, underneath, until you've got all of these chests done. I mean, technically, if you wanted to, you could just leave them as single chests, but it's nicer if you have double chests, but obviously, if I were you, I'd put something here to make it not look like your chests are sticking out and about to fall on your face. So, this next lot, because you've, already put them down, you may as well put them down again. So, you've got chest, trap chest. I'm going to stop saying chest and trap chest now because I've probably sent half of my audience to sleep. And there we go. You just carry this on until you've completely replicated this. Okay, and then you put your hoppers in again like so. Done. Now the reason we're starting with the hoppers and chests on this side is because when it comes to the redstone, it's got to be precise up here because otherwise you can lock the entire system up. So you've got these going into your chests, okay? So if you come down here and have a look, that's these ones here, right? Ignore this row here. This is nothing to do with this system yet, okay? So these here are your 1, 2, and as you can see, there's actually 4. Well, if you ignore this row, there's 3 rows, okay? So you need a 3rd row. So what you need to do first is you need to shift-click an item, a temporary block, on top of one of your chests, like that, okay? And then you just continue the blocks across, and then you put your hoppers in like this. Are you bored at my voice yet? Probably yes. Alright, so now, as you can see, it looks like there's a 3rd row. These are your locked hoppers. I will think of the name eventually. Boom. Okay, so these are all your locked hoppers. So you can do that just to remind yourself that chests don't go there. And you can even do something like, I don't know, this. So I love using temporary blocks to place items where they're supposed to go, because it's just satisfying knowing that that block can be smashed and it's not going to affect anything. So there we go. Boom. Now you can see it's starting to resemble Goliath over there. All you need to do now is just grab your item frames. I find it's far easier if you do it you know, in stages then. You can actually get rid of these chests out of your inventory for quite a while because you're not going to need any yet. Just for it to look decent, you can put like that there. And you can even put these across here for now. You're not going to need to worry about much yet. And boom. And there we go. Right, now, as you can see, these chests are done. So now what you need to do is you need to put your locking system in. In order to put your locking system in, you will notice that these, the ones with the T, are on top of that guardrail. That's not going to do. So what you actually need to do is you need to increase the amount of hoppers you've got, okay? So as you can see here, the bottom row has 3 hoppers in the chain, okay? The top hopper is locked, and then you've got just the 2 feed hoppers below. In this one, you'll see the top hopper is locked, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers before you get to the locked hopper. And on this one, you've only got 2 before you get to the locked hopper. So what you actually need to do is you need to build it up even more. Okay, it doesn't mean you got to move anything off the face. All of this now is behind the scenes. I've put them in the wrong position, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so you get your temporary blocks. You got 1, 2, 3. And then you carry on going up one more, and I think is up a second one as well. So from your bottom chest, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. Okay, from your bottom chest. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to go up 1 more. I know technically that is 6 high over there, but that is because that includes the rail, and we haven't put the rail in yet. Boom. There we go. Now you can see why I haven't started with the redstone, because otherwise the redstone is going to be in the way. Okay, and now you can also see why Goliath is so huge. So that doesn't include this one. This is the rail, okay, or as I called it earlier on, the bridge. This feeds your items into the entire system. What you need to do is now you need to build up and over. But before you do that, the easiest and best thing you can do is start building the system again. So I'm going to plonk a temporary block by there, which is going to be your T, okay? So now you put your T in. Now I don't mean your supper, I mean your T. Badum-tus. So there's your T system. So as you can see, your redstone torch can go in here, and it's not going to canoodle with anything important, for instance the rail, because if it canoodles with the rail, it's going to lock it, and if it locks the rail, you're not going to get any items through. So now what we need to do is we need to put up like that, and then go across here, and you know what's coming next. You get your repeaters, and you put your repeaters shoved into the T and coming out by there, like that. You then get another temporary block, and then you put your other blocks on like so, okay? Then you get your comparator, and you put your comparators like this. Now this is all done, apart from you need to, you know, build the other half. Boom. So there we are. There we are. There's all your redstone done. That is all of, well, I say all of the redstone. That's all of the modular redstone done. Okay? Now what you can do is you just quickly come across here. Land by there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. You want to make sure you keep these hoppers away from any redstone. I don't think that comparator will affect it, but you don't want to risk it. Okay? It's not easy to come back and fix all of this stuff. Up like so. So basically what you want to do is you want to build that up and then get it in line with this lot of hoppers here. Okay? Because now what you've got to do is come across the top of these. And this is your bridge. So now your bridge has been built. You can come across here and out that far. That way you know that is your bridge. Okay? So you know this is your bridge. You also know that this is your filter item. So now all you do is you get your dirt and you go jump, and then you stick one of them in there. And as you'll see, as I'm putting the dirt in, these comparators are turning on. They're being powered. Now going back to what we said previously on the breakdown, that is a good thing. It means that the system is working. And the fact that these are all going through the system also shows that I've done it right, so yay me. Right, so one more load of filter items and boom, there we go. You now have a working filter item, okay? Now, if I was full of ample time, I would grab one of each of these out of each chest and I would knock them on there. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you that that's what you do. Okay? You get the item out of the chest, you chuck it in the item frame, and then you know what's been sorted. Okay? I may as well do them all because, well, no, I don't need to because I've already pre-selected what I'm going to put in there. I'm just going to chuck everything out of that chest in there. However, now, sorry about that, I caught my mouse. Now you can see it's starting to resemble Big Butt over there. So all we do now is the last touch. Now the last touch happens to be pretty much the easiest part. So what you want to do is you want to pick this block here, okay? Then you want to get your hoppers. You want to put your hoppers somewhat in line with that hole. Now I know that's not quite in line, but if you come across one more, it will be. Now you can see if you jump down that hole and look straight up, you are just past this hopper. This is your target hopper, okay? This is the one you want to put in. So now you can dig out a nice big, I usually go with 3x3 hole. You can fill most of it back in, but it's safer just to do, actually I'm going to go 3x5 hole just to be on the safe side. Now you grab your observers, you grab your lever, you grab another redstone repeater, get rid of those hoppers, get rid of the redstone torch, you want your sticky piston and you want your droppers. Now the first and easiest part to do is you just build up like so. Shift click and jump all the way until you get to the one below the hopper. Then you want to do, whoops, you don't want to do that. That's right, sorry, my mistake. You then want to go temporary block, get rid of that one, place like that, so this is facing into it, and boom, there's your item elevator shaft then. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to dig these two out. I've actually done it too close, but it doesn't matter. At this point, it really doesn't matter. Okay. Put those two in just so as you know that that is the edge. You then want to get one hopper. Place it in there. Okay. Put that there, or any block you want there, and you then get your other chest. And you go boom, boom. That is your input chest. You can then go ahead and put your stair slabs over the top of this so as you know that that is in fact your sorting chest. You don't have to worry about your sorting chest anymore, it's done. I'm just doing this really quick and dirty because my video is probably like 9,000 minutes long by now. Boom, boom. Get rid of that one. Place that one. Bang. There we are. So you can go ahead now and you can just place another block there. We'll pretend I filled all of this in. This is the important bit, okay? This system is nearly finished, okay? You've got a hopper which goes into there, which will... anything in this chest, it'll suck it out of the chest, push it into this dropper, okay? This dropper now needs to be powered. In order to power this dropper, you want to put... whoops. A friend face in there. And then you want to put a friend face in there, okay? You then want to go and you want to get yourself a sticky piston. You want to put your sticky piston there and you want to make sure that it is indeed in the right place. And when you do this, it's going to sound noisy. What you should be hearing is, well, there we go, you can see it. That should be powering that. If you chuck something in there, yep, it disappears. Like, it goes up into this hopper up here. So that's good. That shows that that is now, in fact, in the right place. Now, I know this video is probably boring by now, but to turn this system off, you just flick that switch, okay? In fact, I'm going to get rid of that switch for now, because you're not going to need it yet. What you want to do is you want to put a redstone repeater there, and you want to put a block there. And that's not going to work with the way I've designed it, so forget that. You want to fill this side up with blocks, because you don't need that anymore. And you want to dig this side out. Or you can just run a redstone line like so. To a lever. Job done. Voila, there's your bottom part done, okay? As long as you can power that, it makes no difference where you put the lever, okay? Now what you want to do is you want to get yourself another observer. You want to jump up and place that there, and then you want to put redstone dust on top. And then you just want to keep doing that all the way up to the top, like so. So you want to put another one there, and then you want to put more redstone dust there, and then you want, you know, you get the point, okay? Keep doing that all the way up. Then on the very top one, you want to go bosh, and shift click bosh. And then when you flick this lever, you'll see it all starts flashing. And it all makes its way up to the top. And that is it. It's done. It's finished. It's done. That is it. Now what you don't want to do is put dirt in the system, because that will mess it all up completely. So I am going to go into my inventory and I'm going to cheat the dirt out by doing that. And then I'm going to cheat the dirt out of this one as well. We're doing the same thing. Boom. Then I'm going to grab a load of these items out of here, like so. And you will soon see that they'll all flow through the system. I'll even go ahead and grab these. Okay, so that's on. So turn it off or turn it on, it makes no difference. You don't even have to have it switched. And then you just chuck everything in there. And eventually you'll see it all starts flying out. Like so. And it'll start sorting through all the system. And eventually, hopefully, you'll see stuff. There we go. As long as stuff is getting through here, you know that the system is in fact working. They're still coming out. But obviously, there is actually an iron one, I believe, somewhere. There we are. So the iron is going in. That's where the iron is. Job is good. And so we can put the iron there. I said put the iron there. Boom. And this one is glass. I may as well do it now, because otherwise It's going to get confusing if something goes wrong, and I'm not going to know where the know what part of the system is blocked. So this, in a nutshell, is it. You can pretty it up. You can change about things. The reason I haven't stopped and repositioned stuff and everything to make it so as it's the exact replica of that is because if you're anything like me, yes, once you've learned how to do something, it's great, and then you put it into effect and it's like, well, that's perfect, but it hasn't got my spin on things. At least with this, I've broken it down. I've shown you every single component, what it does, how it's built. You can change and move things now. For instance, if you want to, this chest doesn't have to be here. It can be that side. It can be the other side of the planet, for all I care, as long as it's not outside of 2 chunks, because if it's outside of 2 chunks, it won't actually generate, so you'll never get your items. But you know what I mean. You know, this can be shorter. It can be miles away. It doesn't matter where things are, as long as it works. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry if the tutorial isn't very good. I'm sorry that the video is so long. There was a lot to cover. But this is basically how you build this system, and enjoy. And please, play around with it, you know. Creative freedom is what Minecraft is all about. Play with it. Position things differently. Do things differently. If you've got a better way of getting your items from down here up there, do it. Don't use my design if your design works better. If it fits into a smaller area, whatever. Use something else. You know, if you've got a better idea for all of this lot, do it. So I am going to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, once again, enjoy Minecraft, guys. It's an awesome game. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one. Peace out. I can't believe it just said peace out. What the hell was that all about?